Hello students, my name is Kriti Mishra and we are studying social media analytics and data analytics, and whose code is BCM061 AKTU. So let's continue. So we are starting the unit 2, that is social media analytics and data analytics, in which we'll study network. So what is this? If you'll see, it looks like a galaxy, but this is actually a network at different vertices connected to different connections. Next, network dataset and overview. So here in this unit we will study that how data is connected and how we are going to study the patterns to find out the productive insights from the data. So network dataset provide real world data for analyzing and understanding network structures. Some key concepts of network dataset include social networks represent relationship between individuals or group. Node represent user or vertex. For example, a particular node like X, Y, and Z. These represent users, and edge represents what? Connections. So node represent user and edge represent interaction. For example, friendship, follows and followers and messages. Next, for example, Facebook graph, nodes are users, edge represent friendship. In Twitter graph, nodes are users and edge represent followers and relationship. LinkedIn graphs, nodes are professionals and edge represent connections. So what are the applications? Applications are identifying influential user, detecting communities and trends, and analyzing the spread of information and opinion. Next. Citation network. You must have heard the word cite. When you write any paper, then you'll cite, if you take a reference from any other paper, you'll cite that particular paragraph or sentence from that particular author through that paper. So citation network shows ki how people or user or particular organization is connected to each other. So represent relationship between academic papers based on citation, like node represent research paper and edge represent citation from one paper to another. For example, Google Scholar citation network, etc. Application: measuring the impact of research paper, identifying influential publications and researchers, and tracking the evolution of scientific idea over time. So before studying the graph, we should know different terminologies. That is, firstly, this circle, this is a vertex or also known as node. This is also a vertex, and through the edge or line they are connected, that is called edge or arc. So these vertices are adjacent and neighbor. This vertex is adjacent to this, or we can say neighbor node of these edges. Now what are the type of edges? So firstly we know undirected. Here there is no direction is shown in the edge, so it is called undirected. Two nodes are connected with the edge without any direction, so this is called undirected graph. Directed graph shows with the arrow. This arrow shows the direction, means flow of information occurs from here to here and here to there. Next, this is directed. Then reciprocal when there is a two-way connection between two nodes, means this is connected to this and this is connected to this. This is reciprocal. Then weighted, if there is a weight mentioned above this edge, like here mention is 4, it can be any number, so this is called weighted graph. Next, self-loop. When this is called self-loop. This is self-loop, means connecting with itself. This is self-loop. So these are the different types of edges: undirected, directed, reciprocal, weighted, and self-loop. Next, see, where we have seen that there are many connections. The main connection which is highlighted through the blue color is here the same number of relationship in different contexts. So you can analyze how same number of relationship with the same number of vertex and same number of edges can connect with each other in different scenario. So in this graph you can see how these are connected with each other. Here what is the position of this particular vertex. Here these are disjoints. Here they are connecting like a bridge. So same relationship can be connected in a social media network in a different way. You can see how the black dots, gray and white, how they are connected to each other. Where here diameter is 5, average path length is 2.23. Here diameter is 6, average path length is 2.81. Here the diameter is 6 and average path length is 2.73. Diameter is infinite, 4 star, and average path length is infinite, 1.77 star within components. So common statistics, some number of vertices, same number of vertices, that is 25, and same number of edges, that is 50, with the density of 0.167 and same average degree is 2.0. So if we'll go only in the statistic, through going in only in the statistic, you cannot define the particular graph in social media analytics. If you will follow the statistic only, then you will miss some of the concepts or miss some of the important insights from the data. So not following only the statistic, but also follow some of the graph theory, algorithm, etc. to find out the relationship and insights from the graphs. So main connection terminology, disconnected graph. So here is the disconnected graph, and this path has a distance of 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is of 4 click and this is of 3 click, and this is the bridge. What is the bridge? If the removal of the particular node or vertex leads to the disconnection of 2 or more nodes, that is called as bridge. So bridge act as a bridge, like the word defined, bridge, connect 2 or more nodes with each other. So here this is the bridge, and if each and every node is connected to each and every other node, that is complete graph. Next, this is one component of the disconnected graph. Like this. Next, these are the key terminology which we are studying to understand the network in social media analytics. Next, this is the 2-mode network or bipartite graph. This is the 1-mode network. Now, in a bipartite graph, there are no connection between node of the same set. Okay, in the bipartite graph, there are no connection between nodes of the same graph. Next, graph. We study network using graph in the social media analytics to analyze or to find out the various insights. We use graph or graph theory or different algorithm to understand those concepts. So what is graph? So in an abstract and mathematical object that allow to study the structure of element linked to each other, that is graph. And now what is network? An empirical object where elements are linked to each other, that is network. Now we will study, it's time to know what is graph theory. So mathematical discipline that consists in studying graph, for example with matrices. So how they are connected? So what is network science? The term which generally comes in this, that is network science, and interdisciplinary research between dealing with complex network, that is network science. Now, network analysis, a practice of studying network data, a practice of studying network data is network analysis. Now using this concept, it leads to social network analysis, the study of social and empirical phenomena as network. Social and empirical, when we study the social and empirical phenomenon as network. So this is social network analytics. Next is a node tie. What is node tie? That is connection between nodes. Tie means connection between nodes. Okay? A node represent an individual. A node represent an individual user account or entity in a social network. That is node. Now, what is tie? A tie or edge is a connection between node which can represent interactions like follower, likes, comment and share. That is tie. Next is strong tie and weak tie. How we differentiate between the strong tie and weak tie? So, strong tie indicate frequent and meaningful interaction. That is, for example, close friends. Frequent and meaningful interaction is strong tie, and weak tie represents infrequent or casual interaction, but can be valuable for spreading information. So, these both are important for social media analytics, for social media analysis. Strong tie and weak tie both plays important role when the particular node vertex is a influencer. So when the person is influencer, strong tie also matters and weak tie also matters, because some people are very social. So the influencer can connect directly through the strong tie, but some people are not that much social, which these concept we will also study in snowball, etc. etc. topics. But here is you only understand कि strong tie and weak tie, and they are also important because some people are not very much active in social media. So the person can connect through the weak tie also. So weak tie and strong tie both plays very important role in social media. So it represents infrequent or casual interaction, but can be valuable for spreading information. Next, how they relate. So how they relate? Influencers often have a strong and weak tie that help them spread messages widely. Weak tie allow information to travel to new communities and increasing reach. And next is a strong tie create loyal followers who engage deeply with content. For example, if you talk about this, some of the senior citizens, they are not very much active in different social media network. So we can connect them through the weak tie. And the youngsters, they are very much a frequent user of the Facebook, etc. So we can connect them through the strong tie. Next. So influencer in social media analytics. So we have already seen what is influencer. Influencer is a node. In the concept of graph theory, we will study what is influencer. Influencer is a node, and influencer is a node that is user or account that has a significant impact on the network by shaping opinion, spreading information, or engaging audiences. So there are various matrices to identify influencer. So what are these matrices? First is degree centrality. What is degree centrality? Degree centrality is the number of direct connection like follower, friends and interaction. You can see in this graph, degree centrality is the number of connections. So this A have how many number of connection? That is the degree centrality of this A node. So this is degree centrality. Next is betweenness centrality. How often a node act as a bridge between other. So betweenness centrality defines how often a node act as a bridge between others. That is betweenness centrality. You can see in this graph, this B act as a bridge between others. If this B is removed, then this this particular graph is disconnected from this, means this section is disconnected from this section. So this B is acting as a bridge. So this is betweenness centrality, position on the shortest path. Next is closeness centrality, how quickly a node can reach other node in the network. So this is closeness centrality. C, here the node C is a closeness centrality, that is how quickly a node can reach. So using this node we can reach to all, means C can reach to all other node very quickly. So this is closeness centrality. And then last is the eigenvector centrality, that is authority scores based on the score of the neighbors, means a measure of influence based on connection to other influential body. A measure of influence based on connection to other influential body is eigenvector centrality. Here D node is the eigenvector centrality. So I hope this concept is clear to you. That is a influencer in social media analytics. So what are the matrices through which we study this? So these 4 matrices are there. One is a degree centrality, which measures how the number of direct connection followers of friends and interaction occur, and then is a betweenness centrality, that how often a node act as a bridge between others. Here B, and then C, closeness centrality, that how quickly a node can reach other node in the network, that is C. And then eigenvector centrality, a measure of influence based on the connection to other influential body. This is also the diagram. Here A is the degree centrality, here B, C, closeness centrality, and eigenvector centrality. Now the next topic is, what is link analysis? Link analysis. So what do you mean by link? Link simply defines that there is a connection between two, through the node, you can say through node, through vertex or edges. If there is a connection between two or more, that is link. So here in the social media there are thousands of billions of links. So how these links are related to each other, how we are going to study these nodes, that we'll see in link analysis. So link analysis is a way to make use of very large data set from different sources. So how we are going to study large data set, that is we'll find out in the link analysis. So visualizing, it does so by visualizing the relationship between different data points such as people, organizations, events and transactions. It shows these connections as nodes and links and help you find insights that are not obvious in traditional data analysis, revealing the hidden connection and relationship that matters. For example, analysis can help spot fraud. You can find out this fraud, detect anomalies, discover new trends, or understand complex network. Link analysis is useful for many fields such as intelligence, law enforcement, security, and journalism, where you need to know the context and meaning of the data. Analysis can help you see your data in a new way and reveal the hidden secrets that matter. So, this is the concept of link analysis. So, once again we will study this. Okay, link analysis is a way to make very large data set from different sources by visualizing the relationship between different points such as people, organization, events and transaction, and can help spot fraud, detect anomalies, discover new trends, understand complex networks these analysis useful for the different fields like intelligence, law enforcement, security and journalism. Next, analysis can help you see your data in a new way and reveal the hidden secrets that matters. So what are the principles of link analysis? We'll study these principles in the next video. Thank you.